Hello everybody, GL1 here, and today I'm going to introduce you to the Banthrico coin banks. So this was a company in the 1940s and 50s, 60s, 70s, and I believe even early 80s that they were making these coin banks, and they made some of them were buildings, some of them were famous politicians and actors, animals. And as we see here, cars and trucks. So these I had as a child, or me and my siblings, and looks like I ended up getting them. And they were never used as banks by us, and that's pretty fortunate because one of the problems with these is that people would put money in them and not be able to get them out. And that's because you see this special screw here, okay? You needed a special key in order to unscrew it. Well, people invariably lost the keys, so did we, and so you'd have to break it. You think this looks like it's just going to pop off and you can get the money out, but no, it actually ruins it. And so people would hammer and chisel and whatever they could to get in there to get the money that was stuck inside. So these have a little bit of information on them already. These two were considered trucks, and this is a 1908 Ford truck. So you can see it's square, and you can store things in it. And over here you can see you have your gear shifter and steering, and they were made out of aluminum and zinc, and they were plated with brass and then lacquered. And so they were 95% zinc, 5% aluminum, and you can see some of the lacquer has worn off on here. The company itself had, at one time, 75 employees, and they had sculptors. They were all casted. They had engravers, chemists, metallurgists. So they would, do what they could, I'm sure, save money, but make a durable product. This one here, so this is 1908. This is 1926. So you can see it's a little bit more modern looking. It's more closed up. And you see here, you have the lanterns. You have like these light lanterns right there, like, real lanterns that would be hanging on the side of a house. You don't have that with the newer, the 1926. You can see that the grill is a little bit larger, and it does have that. It's a Ford on there too. But room-wise, I guess the cab of this is larger, so you'd be able to store, looks like, a little bit more stuff in there. You can see that the engine housing is a little bit bigger on the 1926 Ford, and they're about the same length. And then these are worth only about $25 or so. Some of these are worth up to $270. Now this one was always my favorite because I love cars with long fronts, low to the ground. This is a 1930s straight 8 Duesenberg. And this one is about $150. And you could see how the wheels are different. These two, have the same wheels, but this one a little bit fancier, and you can see it says it right on the bottom there, made in Chicago. And the name Banthrico comes from, it was purchased, this company called Bankers Thrift Corporation, and it was bought by, Joseph Eisendrath and James Aronson. And so what they did is they combined, Bankers Thrift Corporation into the name Banthrico, which sounds kind of dumb to me. But in any case, they're pretty heavy. I'd say it's about 1.5 pounds, the Duesenberg. And take a look at the sculpting on that. I actually have a Hot Wheels Duesenberg. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Well, you're in luck, because on my quick find wall, I did have my Duesenberg. I have at least 3,000 little cars. So, you know, I keep a wall of quick find ones, and you can see here's the Duesenberg. You can see it has the little lights down below here. And yes, you could remove the roof. You got yourself a 4-seater or 5-seater convertible. And then you could see this is probably an older model because you see the trunk is built in here, but here you have a separate, actually a trunk. You would pick it up and just take it off. And this is, oh, well, this is a 31 Duesenberg. Okay, so it's actually supposed to be a year later, but that part looks a little bit less advanced. But maybe they just, you know, went for that style and thought, hey, some people would like to just bring the trunk into the hotel with them. The Duesenberg was quite a fancy car back then. So, and still would be today, right? It'd be pretty awesome to have one of these. I mean, look, you can even see it's got the exhaust over here. Just like that. You got your wheel covers. Ah, you know, okay, yeah, look. So this is just a 2-seater. So this is a sport. And then, look, it's got the 4 doors version. So, all right, well, there you go. Now you know something about Banthrico. All right, well, I will be talking to you soon. Take care.